Thank you all for coming back again. I really appreciate it. And here we have a dark chocolate waffle cone. I don't know if you can see detail there. We have textured dark chocolate waffle cone, vanilla scoop with blood drizzle. I called them my Vampire Delight ice cream cones. And we have two variations here. One is a much brighter red, the other is more of a really dark, true, ew, gross, blood looking color. So we'll get into this. I've actually done tutorials on how to make the ice cream cones. I will put the link in the description box to the ice cream cone, and I'm going to show you how to do the ice cream scoop right now. I like to do the ice cream scoop so that way you guys that don't have molds will know how to form your own ice cream. So I went ahead and I dipped my cone into some translucent liquid Sculpey just to kind of act as a glue. I'll try to do a video on keeping white pretty soon, just by the traditional ways that I try. And so here we go. I rolled a little ball and I placed it onto my cone. And for those of you who have seen this before, you could always fast forward, because this is just the same. I pull down the edges with a safety pin. You can do it with a needle tool if it separates. Squish it back on. But I just go in a circle and pull it down. And basically, if you do have mold mix, once you get an ice cream scoop you really like, you just want to go ahead and make a mold out of it. I actually don't mind making ice cream scoops this way, because for clay to set in the mold I usually wait for a few minutes to take it out. So if I form it by hand, it doesn't really take it much longer. So when there's a lot at the edge, I just take it out, take it off with the safety pin, and just continue to do that. Break off. Okay, so here's next to me, and here we go. So I add some texture, and then soft brush marks also help. I mean, you don't want it so textured that that it looks holy. You just want it to have enough texture to look kind of airy and have some of the marks that the scoops would get when they are scooped out. And if the bottom gets wonky for any reason, you could continue to shape it just as I was showing you. If there's areas that have a lot, you can do that. If you've lost some of the indents, you can push down a little bit more, push up. Okay, so here you see this lovely little thing here. The way I create that is taking paper and folding it back and forth. And you just want it to be able to fit. So I will literally create a zigzag, like when you are in grade school and they have you fold it back and forth to create a fan. Same thing. And so in the pan, it would sit like this. Now I take little V's out. And so you have a whole bunch of V's cut in, and that is to hold our ice cream straight. I'll show you what I mean. it sits up straight. This is so you could put sauce on it and you don't have to worry about your piece cooking sideways and the sauce getting funky. So you cook your little itty bitty ice cream, and after cooking ice cream, we then will make our sauce. Now, here I use powdered red food coloring. For some reason, red pastels don't bake red, so that's like a really true red. This is Chef Master. I believe I got it at Joann's or Michael's, one of those. But any powdered red food coloring will work. The one that looks like the blood is triple thick, and the red food coloring. So, for some reason, some glazes react with this particular red differently. You want to mix it till it doesn't really have a lot of the little granules. So that actually ends up, I know it looks really bright. Let me show you what the one from yesterday looks like. So this is the one with the TLS. It's a lot brighter, and that ends like this. Now this looked the same as this yesterday. I know it looks brighter, but when it dries to a dark blood red color. This one's just older. For some reason the triple thick reacts to the red that way. So what I like to do is from here just paint, and remember this is now dry. Cured is probably more of a correct term, but I put the I cooked it. I use Primo, and these little guys are small enough that 27 minutes is enough. And I just throw on some fake blood here, and you can decide how much you want it to drip down. So there we go. So there's some blood. I think it looks better and creepier when there's some that are really long. And I like them not dripping too regularly. So there we go. And the way that I let it dry is by placing it. We want to grab it in a place where we won't smash any of the blood. And you place it in one of your little triangle areas. We just want to make sure it's one that has the right size. And there we go. So it will be upright and it will just dry like that. And then once we are done, you will have your little bloody ice cream. So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want more like it, please subscribe. I really appreciate it, and the more my channel grows, the more often I can put these up. We will be doing more Halloween stuff soon. Hope to get at least one more thing Halloween related up before the weekend. So I like this one better, which is the really deep dark blood red. And the other one was a brighter, which is the TLS. So there we go. Thank you guys.